And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we secured the Devil's Fuse we need to face off against Beldr, and we're going to do so right out of the gate. But before we get into that, I did do some team building, some demon fusion, and some lineup changes. Let's go over the new demons that I have access to, and this time I actually took notes on how I created these so that you can better follow along. First up on the chopping block is Megami Ishtar. As you can see, she's got a pretty potent magic inheritance there, and a huge selection of offensive skills to work with. I created this demon by fusing Kaishi and Mezuki. The Kaishi was obtained from the auction hall. It was a 5-star coming with a whole bunch of bonus stats and, most critically, force boost already learned. Fusing it off with Mezuki, I managed to create Ishtar with all of the boosting passives and Mazio, and then I got the, I skipped a step here. I also fused, the resulting Silky from Kaishi and Mezuki, since that didn't directly fuse into Ishtar, into a Silky, who I then fused with a Shisa, and once that was all said and done, this is the end result, except for the two attacking skills there. Maragi and Mazan were gained by grinding out Magnetite overloads in free battles. I would not recommend doing this too much because it is very slow and boring to do so. It takes 3 full free battles by feeding every kill to the same team in order to get a Magnetite overload. It takes forever, but in this situation, I considered it worth it. In the process of doing that, I did gain a couple levels, which allowed me to get another demon that I'll be showing off. The next demon that I created is Femme Perry. Perry also has a pretty tidy inheritance there, also has 23 magic at her disposal. I got this by fusing off that high-quality Tobu I had gotten from the auction hall with a Sarasvati I pulled from the compendium to get a tidy magic inheritance onto a Wendigo, who then I turned around and fused with Kikurihime. Perry's not going to be as potent offensively as Ishtar is, just because her passives are a lot more limited, and my options were a bit more constrained in getting good stuff onto her, but she's still a very solid fighter, and she'll be a good support with that high magic Medea as well as Devotion, so we'll just slap her on someone random. Obviously, I'm going to change my lineup. The other important demon I got that I'm actually going to use is Quetzalcoatl. I got him by simply fusing Pendragon with a Flamus that I created from the Nekomata and Harry Jack that had gained a bunch of levels in my stock. So that created one with a very good strength inheritance. He's got Brutal Hit and Berserk like Pendragon did. Hero Aid and Plus Stone is a pretty solid combination there. Should allow him to petrify things every now and again, so he's going to be pretty helpful. Last thing I just want to draw attention to is I fused up an Orcus. I created this guy with a Yuki Jioru that I had made and a... Or no, not Yuki Jioru. I made him with a Heimdall and a Beldr Garm that I had just pulled from the compendium. I mostly got this guy just for compendium completion. Who knows if he'll come in handy, but it'll also be decent fusion material for later if it comes to that. I also just made a superior Heimdall. This is the guy that I made with a Yuki Jioru, and I forget what I fused him with, actually. I think it might have been another Tobu. It doesn't really matter. This guy is just here in case I need the extra movement and I want a more survivable demon. With that all finally established, let's get into the fated encounter with Beldr and see if we can't avoid our death once again.
Aoyama Cemetery. The time's finally come.
Yeah, time for us to face our destiny and fight that monster.
There's no other way for us to survive. We have to do this.
Exactly. We're not gonna lay down and die. We're gonna beat that thing and rewrite our destiny.
Let's do it, everybody.
Gotcha. We'll be counting on you. Hey, you've got the Devil's Fuse ready, right? If we're assuming correctly, that Devil's Fuse is the only way to take him down. It could be any second now. If the Laplace mail's right, Beldr will appear here.
There! That's gotta be him!
The time has come. It is now twilight, and you will all shed your tears for me. Let us begin, humans. Offer me your blood.
We won't lose. We're all ready this time.
Yeah, and we've got the Devil's Fuse with us. We'll show him what humans can do.
This demon holds our remaining days in his hands. Let's go, everyone. We must survive.
Alright, time to get ready. Now, there are a couple of notable things to keep in mind before deploying here. First off, the general quality of the demons in this battle has gone up. A bunch of Kaishis, Vidofners, most prominently Basilisks. You want to be mindful of these guys. Remember, they have an attacking range of 2, and they will gladly just run up and try to petrify your guys. So anybody who is within their range, you want to make sure that they're resistant to curse as best as you can manage. The other Basilisk is over here. As you can see, has a pretty sizable reach around here. And let me just go over my entire team, make sure I have the best offenses set on everyone for whatever they may end up fighting. As for skill cracks here, all of the stuff here, aside from Drain, which can be cracked from the Vidofners, are available to crack from Beldr. I think the most pertinent one to crack is Mana Surge, so that's what I'm going to do. Also note that only your main character is using the Devil's Fuge, so he has to be the one to engage and crack skills from Beldr. Nobody else can hurt him. It is a very good idea to bring Rakarm to this fight in any capacity, should your main character get killed, because otherwise the fight becomes unwinnable. Alright, let me get everything set up here, and I'll cut to when we're ready to actually engage this battle. Alright, I've got everybody set up just about how I like them here. I've got Yuzu running Fire Dance and Fire Boost to deal with this Yuki Jyoru right out. But we do have Mezukis to deal with. You know what, let me just double check her skills. Do we have Mabufu set to anybody at the moment? No. Well, actually, I'd rather have a regular Bufu over Zio. There we go, that should do her. She's also got Megami Ishtar supporting her, so that's some pretty helpful magic damage right there, and of course Afnak to get her into position right away. I've got Keisuke just set up with Force Boost and Mazan, as well as Maragi for some additional coverage. That should help him deal good damage to the demons he's going to be fighting. Of course, Afnak will be there to help him out, and Heimdall will allow him to get into position with less turn delay. I just want to double check this guy's range right there. Alright, just wanted to make sure on that. Okay, and Atsuro, he has Parry for magic support, and Quetzalcoatl for enhanced physical damage. He's running the same build as always. For myself, I want to make sure I have Anti-Fire and Anti-Curse. Very important that we have those. And I'm going to be using King Frost and Nalagiri for a very particular strategy I want to employ against Beldr. King Frost being resistant to fire, I wanted that particularly for Beldr's fight because of his Lost Flame skill. That's high fire damage. This will allow us to pretty much completely no-sell that skill. Also, be mindful that he has plus stone, so that's why it's a good idea to have Anti-Curse. With this all set up, let's get it underway. Alright, Keisuke's first up on the bat, and we'll have him Devil Speed into position right next to this Pyro Jack right here, and stopping right here will put him just short of the Basilisk's range. At this point, Heimdall, he's just going to take a little siesta. I just wanted him for the unrestricted movement, as well as the reduced delay, and let's bring in another demon that'll allow Keisuke to do good damage here. Power, there we go. And let's show this guy the business. Alright, so let me see here. I'm just thinking about how I want to approach this. We'll obviously have Keisuke do Mazan. Let's have Berserk from our Afnak, and we can use Brutal Hit with Power here to really brutalize these guys. One nice thing about Power is that he has Watchful, so he's been gaining experience passively while I've just been doing free battles. Pyrojack has been muted, so he's no threat at all. His physical attacks are not anything to really be concerned about. I have Keisuke running Rakarm just in case we get into a really bad situation where I want to have him revive probably the main character. Ideally, it won't come to that, but you never know what can happen. Let's have Yuzu just quickly zip into position here. Before I do, I just want to double check and make sure she's not going to end up in this guy's range. Yes, so we want to stop her right here. Let the Yuki Jyoru come to us. And then, let me double check this guy. Always check attack ranges on stuff with dragons, yes, so I can just stop right here, no problem. Atsuro does not have Devil Speed, so he's also just gonna trundle up this way, and that should do us good. Here comes the dragons, and let me check the turn order here. Okay, yeah, that's they're not cheating the turn order, so we don't have to worry too much about that. What is it? My brain is, Pyrojack. Okay. And use Bufu there, Berserk, and let's use Mazan, since this is the most effective thing that Ishtar can do against these guys. Check out this damage. Whoa! Spicy! That is some impressive stuff right there, and this is why I think it was well worth the effort into getting that Ishtar online. Alright, here they all come. Alright, so what we want to do here is we want to make sure that these dragons are not able to defeat us or attack us. So, let me think. This is the one that we're cracking, right? Yeah. So if that one attacks me, I do have to be mindful to not actually fight back against it. But let's get this guy taken out. Just going to drop a Mazio on his head. The only MP you really need to worry about here is having enough to get Blitzkrieg running. I want that auto skill on my main character for the enhanced damage that will allow us to dish out against Beldr. And do a Berserk from Nalagiri here. Unfortunately, this is just the right kind of team comp to really give King Frost a hard time. Fortunately, having Tyranny in effect will allow me to refund most of the MP that I use in each battle, especially when I deal huge damage like that. Okay, and we'll just take a break there. Let me think. I wasn't paying attention to Outsour's move. Let me see the turn order here. Probably this guy is going to go again. Yeah, so we have a eventuality for the situation, or a way to cover for it, so let's return parry. Sadly, she's not going to get to do anything, but that's not a huge deal. And instead, let's call in a Basilisk of our own. Pick this guy up while I was doing some free battles, just to have range to cover me on the enemies that were going to attack me. This should allow us to really lay into these guys. As long as I can get rid of the Basilisks, that's all I really care about, so I'm going to focus on getting those guys finished off. Yeah, you do that, Kaishi. Maybe I should have had Basilisk attack the other one to make sure it was finished. Alright, a little scary there because Atsuro didn't have Curse Protection. I wasn't as mindful of the low agility of Quetzalcoatl as I should have been, but it ended up not being a big deal. This Kaishi is just going to run right into Atsuro and get taken out immediately. Poor guy, poor guy. Alright, use a brutal hit here. Just a regular attack should do fine there. And this guy is toast. Ooh, nice. Atsuro is coming together. Like I said, Atsuro eventually takes off. He's very dependent on what skills are available to him. Now let me see here. We do have to be mindful of Beldr because he's mostly content to just stay put, but if you do wander into his attack range, he will approach the character, and only the main character can actually deal with him. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to just have Yuzu move up a little bit and block him off so that we don't have to worry about the Kaishis engaging him in combat and possibly creating a situation where we can't hope to get access to Drain, because Drain's a really useful skill. Actually, they could have just flown over me, but they aren't. Oh my god, this is like the dumbest thing they could do. What are you doing? This guy is all set up to just ruin your day. Whatever you want to do, Keiichi, I will be fine with that. As you can see, Vidofners are ridiculously fast. They have like the highest agility possible for anything you can fuse at this point, so it is quite likely that they will I know why they decided to attack Atsuro, because he's not going to get extra turns. The AI did not make a very wise decision there, and I specifically chose to do single-target attacks on the left Vidofner, precisely because I kind of expected that the random hit Berserk would just decide to kill the other demons. Alright, let's, once again, let's do Berserk. I'm like, indecision here, indecision. I think this should work out fine, though. And you know what? Let's try Petrize, just to see what happens. Get a bit of nasty damage there, because we do have some potent elect weaknesses in this formation. Yeesh! These guys are showing us the business. And this is why I don't really like builds revolving around ailments, because of the unreliability. Fortunately, we managed to eliminate one of those Kaishis as a threat. Oof, that actually got a little spicy there. Yeah, you use your Medea. Alright, now on this turn, Beldr will use Vampiric Mist to absorb some HP from everyone. Remember, this is curse-based damage, so it is possible to... Oh, jeez. Ouch. Poor Atsuro. And I don't know what the timer is for that, but Beldr will do that every few turns or so. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. As you can see, Keisuke got quite a bit of delay there, so he's just been kind of... maybe I should have had him use a revive on Quetzalcoatl there. Oh well, we should get another opportunity to do it. Let me see. I'm just thinking about how I want to approach this. Honestly, this should be fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a couple Medias on Atsuro, make sure he doesn't get taken out. The Kaichis... I really should have used a Rekarm there, but I wasn't thinking. The Kaichis shouldn't be able to hurt him, but just in case, we really want to make sure he doesn't get wiped out. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just do brutal hits to finish off the Vidofner, get him out of the picture. That Kaichi on the flank isn't a concern at all because of the petrification, so we should be fine there. Yeah. You go ahead and do your Electa. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Figures that would happen. It's okay, though. Once again, don't be too eager to get through turns if you don't see an obvious thing to do. Always slow down and think about your options. I really could have avoided that problem if I had Keisuke just use Rekarm on Keisuke, because Rekarm can be used from anywhere. You do not need to be anywhere close to an ally to actually use it on them. It's really broken in this game, honestly. As you can see, that Kaichi is cheating hardcore. I'm surprised that, what is it? Beldr did not go for the attack there. Alright, let's just get Keisuke back in fighting position. And now we can just kind of turtle up. Yeah, come on, show me what you got. Alrighty. Let's do, you know what, let's do Mowdown instead. Do Berserk on Quetzalcoatl and just do a regular attack with Basilisk. This should allow us to take these guys down no problem. Yes, we managed to shatter the one on the right. And this Berserk should finish this guy off and get him out of my hair. Alright, that wasn't the most ideal way that could have gone. I really should have been more mindful of Atsuro's movement. Now, the reason I'm using King Frost and Nalagiri is because it'll allow me to attack Beldr twice and exploit the turn delay of Tyranny to keep Beldr from doing much. I feel it. Give me your blood. I can't give you my blood, Beldr. I kind of need it right now. But how about a kiss from me? Or better yet, how about a kiss from this? Remember, Beldr is completely immortal to anything but the Devil's Fuge, so your flanking demons are just going to have to guard and defend, and basically serve as extra defense for your main character. But fortunately, Beldr is weak to the Devil's Fuge, which has replaced our physical attack. One thing I want to remark about this is that it's commonly stated that this runs off your strength. That is not true. The Devil's Fuge is powered entirely by your experience level, so if you're running a magic build, you won't run into any problems that result from that. But if you do have a way to give yourself more likely critical hits or increased critical damage, well, not increased critical damage, just increased frequency of critical hits like a Toki Demon, that does affect the Devil's Fuge and give you additional striking power with it. Just something to keep in mind, but like I said, Beldr is weak to it anyway, so you still get pretty good results from doing it. What? What is this? You damaged me? And we're going to hit him again. As you can see, he's been kicked down the turn order quite a bit. And this will just send him plummeting even further. Once again, just have everybody... everybody guard here. And again, the real reason I wanted the 8 strength, and of course I missed, the real reason I wanted the 8 strength is not for increased Devil's Fuge damage, but for Blitzkrieg, which does give us a pretty sizable damage bonus when striking Beldr's Devil's Fuge weakness. Alright, nothing left to do here, so let's just end our turn. Looks like Beldr is going to be able to go before I do. He shouldn't be able to move to hit anybody else. Ooh, there comes another Vampiric Mist. Fortunately, everybody's in pretty good health here, so I'm not too worried about what he's going to get back from this. One thing I'd like to note there, you notice how Basilisk repelled the Curse there? Curse Repel is like an innate resistance you can have, but you can't actually get that as a passive, which is kind of annoying. Okay, do I have any Medias here? No. So let's just have everybody stand back and heal a little bit. It's a bit unfortunate that Power has that curse weakness. We'll give him some problems in this fight, but it's not a big deal. Let's just heal just in case the fight goes on a little bit longer. Let me see. Only have Affection as a healing option here. Let's use it on ourselves. There we go. And now let's resume wailing on Beldr here. Just give him a couple more slaps with the cell phone strap. We should have him taken out in no time. I'll use King Frost Medea here just to get us healed up a little bit. As long as we don't miss again, we should be able to finish this up this turn. It's a pretty potent physical attack there, actually, but nothing I'm too concerned about. I almost had my self-guard there instead of King Frost. Alright, hit him with the Devil's Fuge once again. One more strike should do it for us. Beldr's not terribly fast, so we should be able to punch him before he gets a chance to go. Alright, give me that mana surge, Beldr. I want it. I want it so bad. Not really. I probably won't use it too much, but it is the best skill we can crack from. Don't worry about the other ones. We'll be able to get them tomorrow. And that's why I brought Fire Resistance. Very handy for that. Surprised he managed to survive one more strike from the Devil's Fuge. And give him another slap. And there we go. Cracked Mana Surge, and we are done. So long, Beldr. Oh, this cannot be. Ugh. Mission complete. And we get a nice helping of extra experience for our efforts there. Get a level for Keisuke, which is going to be really important. Ugh, more humans. You, why do you have the Devil's Fuge? It can't be Loki again. Ugh, my power is being extracted. No, you can't. Ugh. What the heck? Taiki felt a mysterious power within him.
Is it over? Are we still alive?
Oh yeah! What's the death clock say now?
It went up to 3. We are in good standing now. We're actually only 1 day behind everyone else in the lockdown. Cullen tells the others that their death clocks have gone up to 3.
Are you serious? We did it! We cheated death once again! Damn, this is so great!
Wait a sec.
What's up, Yoo-hoo?
Why is it 3? It's 4 for everyone else in the lockdown, right? We have 1 day less than everyone.
True. Even after defeating Beldr, our death clock is 1 day shorter than most. What could it mean?
Are we gonna have to fight something like Wendigo and Beldr again?
Damn it, what's left? I was hoping we could concentrate on getting the lockdown lifted.
Yeah.
Getting depressed won't help. We have 3 more days. Let's be thankful for that. If we can do something about the demons before then, maybe we can avoid that death too.
Yeah, alright. Let's find a way to do something about those demons.
Alright, that guy in Kanagi-cho, though.
Kanagi-cho? You mean that flashy dude?
Oh, yeah. Remember how he told us about Beldr and the Devil's Fuge last time we met him? You think he might know some other stuff that could help?
Well, might as well give it a try. Off to Kanagi-cho then.
To be honest, he didn't really tell us about Beldr and the Devil's Fuge specifically. He just told us to look into it, which allowed us to locate information on the Devil's Fuge. But the guy is back in Shinjuku regardless. Now, this event actually has to be seen, but because we defeated Beldr right away, we've got one spare story event that we can use, and let's see, the Shiba Park one, Atsuru, we've already seen. We've already seen all of these. The Haru one is not too important, so why don't we just advance Honda's side quest again, see if maybe we can't get further along in that. But we've already seen this, so we'll just zip through it. We'll pretend like we know about it this time. See ya, Honda. Alrighty, now time to talk to the flashy guy, Vic Bagagagung.
Oh, how are you still alive? Didn't you fight Beldr?
Well, we had a handy-dandy plant and a little kiss to give him.
You really found some? Does that mean Beldr is no more? Splendid. You're good. You're very good. I didn't imagine a human like you could defeat Beldr. This comes as quite a shock. The battle to become King of Bel is getting interesting.
King of Bel? What the hell is that?
Don't tell me you thought everything was over simply because you defeated Beldr. You can't be serious. That was only the beginning. You've livened things up. So I'll let you in on a few things.
Okay, so who is Beldr, really?
Beldr was one of the demons crowned with the name of Bel. He was immortal once, but lost his life in a certain incident long, long ago. Had everyone in the world shed a tear for him, he would have been freed from hell. But there was one old hag who refused to cry, and he stayed trapped there. He was out to make a world of lament, so all humans would cry and he'd be free. But poor Beldr is back in hell now that you, a human of all things, defeated him. But who cares about a dead fool? Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Alright, what's really going on then? What's this all about?
Essentially, demons crowned with the name of Bel are having a war of superiority.
Okay, and what exactly is this war?
The winner will assume the throne of Bel and become its king. Other than Beldr, it involves Belial, Jezebel, Belzebul, and Belberith. Now that you've beaten Beldr, you have his power. There's no escape for you anymore.
Okay, You know what? I have a feeling trouble's gonna be coming our way, so I don't really intend to, but perhaps we should instead investigate more into why this is happening to us specifically.
Why indeed? Isn't that a question your brother knew the answer to? Why don't you just give in and accept your fate? You have no choice but to fight.
Brother? I don't have a brother, but I feel like there is no escape from this, so I'll do it.
I see. I admire your resolve. It suits Nalia's younger brother.
Nalia's my cousin, dude.
One last thing before I go. In 3 days' time, you'll have to fight the demon Belial. If you want to survive, you'd best strengthen yourselves. Don't let me down.
What the hell? What was that all about? Who the hell is that? All this stuff about demons of Bel and things we have to do?
Calm down, Atsuro. The way he said it was kind of mean, sure, but what he told us will help us survive.
Sorry, I lost my cool. But damn it, you mean it's not over after all?
We do still have 3 days to work with, at least.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we have 3 days to prepare for what's coming. I guess it's a lot better than being totally in the dark.
Okay, so the enemy is Belial. They say Belial, but because my first exposure to this demon was watching my dad play Diablo 2, I always say Belial. Also, it fits better with the Bel theming.
Damn it, why are we being dragged into all this? I've had enough.
And with that, the third day comes to a close, and we have one last event to do. However, we are now a participant in the War of Bel, and we did get a bit of power from Beldr upon defeating him. What exactly did we get from him, though? Well, it's very, very subtle, but there is a change to your status screen if you go in and look a little bit more closely. See our speed stat right there? It's gone up from 50 to 53. So now we actually move faster in the turn order than Yuzu does, and, generally get a little bit less delay from every action we take. Not a huge upgrade, but still an appreciable one nonetheless, and certainly I won't say no to it. With that all said and done, let's do the closing wrap for the day.
You guys seem so down. Come on, cheer up. We beat Beldr after all.
Honestly, I don't feel like it. We found out there's no way out of the lockdown, too.
Oh, you mean what that Izuna lady said at Akasaka Tunnel, huh? But didn't they say they're looking into the reasons why demons appeared? Once the problem's solved, they'll lift the lockdown, right?
I feel like it's not quite that easy to solve.
Why not?
It would be best if all the demons could be wiped out. But to be honest, I don't think the government can do anything about that.
Then what do we do?
You know, I'm getting some ideas, but for right now, we just have to prepare ourselves.
Prepare ourselves?
You mean for the fight with Belial in 3 days, right?
3 days. The time we have left. If we don't do something about it, we're...
Yeah, let's focus on getting the lockdown. As much as I would like to focus on the bell, I have a feeling anything involving them is gonna come to us instead.
Yeah, if we don't think of a way to get this lockdown lifted, we really might die.
But even if we figure out how, that doesn't necessarily mean we'll be able to do it. Wouldn't it be better to get ourselves fully prepared for Belial in 3 days?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Don't forget about Midori tomorrow. If her death clock is accurate, Midori will be...
Yeah, we know. We won't let anyone die. We're all gonna get out of here alive.
That's right. All of us, and Midori too.
Alright, let's convince her.
Yeah, if we keep at it, I'm sure she'll understand. Jeez, I'm exhausted. Let's get some sleep, guys. Our heads will be a little clearer tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm bushed too. Let's all rest up for tomorrow.
And with that, day 3 comes to the close, and we have a bunch of emails to look over, so let's take a look at everything here. First off, from Mane, this is Cullen Zeller's email, isn't it? I remember you from when we met at Aoyama Cemetery. Beldr's death tonight means that the history of darkness is beginning to turn. According to the words from the Messenger of God, the kings in the Netherworld have been fighting for their throne. By defeating Beldr, you have been entered in the pages of this infernal history. You cannot escape this. All I can do is relay the angel's words to you. Alright, well, all we can really do is what we can. To be honest, I don't know if these emails actually influence anything based on how you answer them. I've never seen any confirmation on this, but why don't we respond positively to them and just try and foster good relationships, eh? This is Honda from Yashan, the man who was with Kaido earlier. It's clear you have quite a lot of power. Still, Kaido surprised me today. I wonder if I could summon a demon without a comp if I wished hard enough. If that happens, I hope it's a demon that would let me fly out of this place. Today marks the 3rd whole day of the lockdown. I hope the blockade ends soon. I don't have time to waste here. Yeah, we want to escape just as much as you. Hey, Nikaido from Kaido. Thanks for your help earlier. I was able to get Pazuzu because of you. I guess I'm a better fighter than I thought. If the demons that can be summoned are as strong as demons in the city, then I'm definitely a top-tier competitor. Why don't you and me team up and start taking over? Think about it. You know what? The world is mine, Kaido. From Dolly, eh? Hi! It's Magical Dolly, the Warrior of Love! I wanted to thank you for saving me. Thank you. Question. Why is Keisuke telling me to stop helping people? He says I'm going to die tomorrow. Is he trying to scare me so I'll stop being a superhero? He doesn't frighten me. Justice always wins. Even if I die, as long as I save a bunch of lives, it's all good. After all, I've dedicated my life to helping people. Why don't we feed into this disastrous behavior here? Helping is good. Let's not tell Keisuke we just sent that email. Speaking of Keisuke, is there any way we can stop her? I don't think she really understands why Tokyo was sealed in the first place. If it's all because of the demons, if she goes around showing them off, people are going to think it's because of the comp users. We have to stop her before something happens that we can't fix. Yeah, let's definitely work to stop her. Perhaps we can find her in one of her random bouts of heroics and interrupt her while she's going for it. Go, Taiki! I'm counting on you. To tell the truth, I feel safe with the two of you. Hatsuro's pretty reliable, even if he is a doofus sometimes. Oh, don't tell him I said that, though. But really, I'm glad I'm with you. Let's make it out of here alive and go home. Still, about the fight in the graveyard today, felt different, like you were gonna leave us or something. What am I saying? Never mind, okay? Okay, yeah, come on, I won't change. I'll always be there for you, Yuzu. Your opinion from Atsuro. Can't we allow demons to exist on Earth? It's true that demons are dangerous and people have died, but demons can be very helpful when they're properly put to use. Remember when we saved that kid? If you did not save the kid, he wouldn't mention that part in the email, I'm pretty sure. It seems that the government wants to kill all the demons, but it's foolish to get rid of something potentially beneficial just because of unfounded fears. I mean, we can control them. There has to be a better way. Atsuro seems to have an interest in actually utilizing demons in society. Well, you know what? That isn't a terrible idea. We'll find a way. And that is all our emails answered. And once again, we are able to save our progress and go into Day 4. Day 4 is honestly pretty easy, and not anything too terribly interesting happens, though there is a bit of a shakeup right out of the starting gate, which we will be seeing in the next video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, though, goodbye.